Hello, everyone. Welcome to the 10-minute trading blitz. Today, we're going to trade the 9 EMA with RSI crossover, or RSI confirmation, not a crossover. The 920 crossover is our video that just dropped today. We're going to talk about that in a minute. 9 EMA strategy. Here's all you need to know. This is fast and furious. I'm not going to be taking any questions. We have a live Q&A question and answer session scheduled for later today. I'll answer any and all of your questions. If you want to talk to me directly, head on over to howtotrade.com. Private message me. I'll get back to you with any questions you may have. All right. If you want to know about the 9 EMA and how to trade it, you've come to the right place. This is our absolute full tutorial at howtotrade.com. I've dropped a link in the live chat on the YouTube channel, and what we've got going right here is a full tutorial, everything you need. And if you need to trade it, get on over to Switch Markets. You can see right here, we do have a trade going right now. I want to go ahead and sell at the market. I'm going to tell you why here in just a second. We got the Euro USD on a 30-minute chart. We're going to go ahead and sell. Remember, these are demo dollars, so don't get too carried away with my leverage or anything. It's more about instructing you exactly how to trade this strategy, and we're also going to make a few dollars in the process. There was my entry point. There's my sell. Why did I enter? Because we were in overbought territory on our RSI. We got a bar closed beneath our 9 EMA, and I believe I've got a pretty good sweet spot here with my time frame. So I wanted to execute that trade right away so you can see exactly what this thing's all about. Our take profit, we're going to let this thing run just a little bit beneath market structure there, and I'm going to teach you why, and we're going to go through and we're actually going to trade this thing on real tight time frames to get started here today. All right, this is the 10-minute trading blitz. It's all about the 9 EMA today. So if you haven't seen our YouTube video over on the How to Trade YouTube channel, check it out. It's the 9 EMA intraday trading strategy. You'll like it. There's a lot of folks that really liked it. A lot of folks didn't like it. They got back to me, and I answered each and every one of them. I don't care if you like it or don't like it. I want to talk trading. If you've got a better way there's more than one way to skin a cat. If you've got a better way, a better mousetrap, reach out and let me know, and I'll be sure to listen to absolutely what you got to say. All right, here we go. This is it. This is it in a nutshell. This is the trade that I just showed you, the dichotomy, the 9 EMA. What are we trying to do? The strategy that we're going to trade today, the 9 EMA. There's our 9 EMA on our chart. You can see right here, we have an oversold, or excuse me, an overbought territory on our RSI. What does that mean? It means it's over 70. If we're over 70, we're looking to sell the market. When do we sell the market? When we get a bar close beneath the 9 EMA. All right, what about a buy? What about a buy side? If we're in oversold territory, if we're beneath 30 on that RSI, we're looking to bid the market and we're looking to go long. When do we go long? When we get a bar close above the 9 EMA. Simple, easy peasy, lemon squeezy. I love it. I love easy. I love simple. As far as what else we got going, if you like this stream and you like this live trading style, we just dropped the 920 EMA on our How to Trade YouTube channel. Get over there and check it out. I put the link in the YouTube chat, so be sure to check that out when you do get a chance. Okay, it's time to trade. Enough him-hawing around. I'm going to go ahead and show you how to set this up. Then we're going to put 10 minutes on the clock, and we're going to see how many trades we can get in on. We're already in on one. All right, this is a good look at Bitcoin. I got a great question. Shane, can I use the 920 on Bitcoin? Absolutely. Absolutely. The big thing you're going to have to do is figure out what time frame and when to do it. And I'm going to talk a lot about that probably right as we're trading. Okay, this is a 5-minute chart for Bitcoin. How do I set my chart up? I go right up to indicators. I'm using TradingView. In the video, we show you how to set this up on MT5 as well. It's not that big of a deal. So if you're on MT5 or TradingView, you got a shot. Any of your other platforms, reach out to me, private message, and I'll be sure to get you a process out so you can get this set up. Okay, so the first thing we want to do is put a moving average down. We want to put an exponential moving average. You go ahead and click on that. Now you'll see right there our factory settings are 9. Okay, so we come up with a 9. Our periodicity is going to be 9. Our source is going to be the close. We're just going to work with the close for now, and then we're going to go ahead, and that is it. That's your 9 EMA. Now, how do we put the RSI on? We go right here to your indicator list. We're looking for that relative strength index, something like this. Bang, bang, bang. There it is. Relative strength index. We're going to put that on. We're also going to keep the factory settings right there. I call them the factory. They're the defaults. RSI, very, very popular momentum oscillator. Okay? And right there, we've got a periodicity of 14. Just leave it as the default. It's a filter. So what we're looking to do is find our RSI. When we're in overbought territory, we're looking to sell the market. And when we're in oversold territory, we're looking to buy the market. It's that simple. It's that simple. The markets we're going to look at, we're already short on that Euro USD. We've got the Bitcoin USD, and we've also got Bitcoin rolling here on a 5-minute chart. I like that duration for right now. The market is live, and right now we're going to go to a 1-minute NASDAQ, E-mini NASDAQ futures. We're also going to look at gold futures coming up right now. So we're also going to look at a couple other Forex pairs, and I'm going to talk about the different periodicities. But right now we have 10 minutes. 10 minutes to make some trades. It's time to go. So if you're ready, drum roll, please. All right, 3, 2, 1. All right, 10 minutes on the clock, 9:59. The first thing that we're going to do, we're in overbought territory here on Bitcoin. We are looking for a sell. I want to sell beneath this 9 EMA. So what I'm going to have is a 5-minute bar close beneath our 9 EMA, and then we're going to have an opportunity to sell the market. So we're just going to go ahead, bring up our trade. There's our order. We're on the sell side of this. This is going to be just a flat market order. And the reason why it's going to be a market order is because we're going to sell right on that close. So I'm watching closely. If we get an opportunity to sell Bitcoin, we're going to go ahead and do that. We're going to sell it and see if we can't make a few bucks on the downside. Now, if you're going to sell Bitcoin, you're probably going to be trading some sort of CFD product or a micro Bitcoin futures. We just got a Bitcoin USD, like a Forex pair. We're going to go ahead and rock that and see what's going on. Spread's relatively tight. It's not too big of a deal. We're going to see exactly what happens, and we'll set the trade up as it happens. Okay, NASDAQ, 1-minute futures, E-mini NASDAQ futures. What do we have right here? Of course, it went live. We had a trade that just went live before we came on. That's okay. Right there, we were in overbought territory. RSI was above 70. We're up here. We're looking to sell. Right there would have been your sell. Your sell would have been a 1-minute chart beneath that 9 EMA, so we would be holding short. So right here, as far as our trade goes, bang, that would have been it. That would have been your entry point. What would your stop loss have been? Your stop loss would have been above the previous swing high. Now listen, you could bring this down and play tight if you want. On a 1-minute chart, especially with the NASDAQ, I want to see some good action. I want to give this thing a little bit of room to work because our price bars are so dang small. We need to make darn sure that we give this thing enough room to work. And you can see the NASDAQ jumps by leaps and bounds. Where would my profit target be? We already missed this trade. It's gone. Where would my profit target be? I like market structure. A lot of you are smart money concept traders. I'll be going right down to the beginning of the run. That would be it. Now take a look at your risk versus reward there. What is that, a 1 to 2, 1 to 3, 1 to 4 banger? That's a pretty good trade. Now, if you're more conservative, I like 1-to-1 ratios. I like winning a lot of trades. Right there, you've got an order block. That potentially would be your out. So once again, we missed this trade. I'm sorry, you can't get them all. Let's go ahead and do a little bit of scanning here. All right, gold futures. Right now, we're trading February gold futures. It's absolutely imperative that we understand that we need to trade where the volume is, exactly where the volume is. If you're still trading December gold, well, number one, it went off the board, so you probably took a bunch of gold on settlement and lost. But right here, what do we have going? Not much. We got a 5-minute chart here. All right, we were in oversold territory back here. Bang, that would have been sort of your signal to bid the market. You'd have bid it right here. Probably got stopped out before you got the big rally. But now we didn't quite get into overbought, so we couldn't have really sold. We're still waiting on a buy. So if we're interested in really getting long and potentially buying this thing, you're going to have an opportunity to do just that probably in the coming minutes. So I'm watching gold relatively closely. All right, let's get back to our Euro USD. You can see right here, we've got an interesting sort of a entry point. We still haven't overcome the spread. I think that this trade's going to be just fine as the day goes on. But again, 30-minute chart. I really don't advise going too much smaller than a 30-minute chart, especially if you're trading a Forex pair. Forex pairs. I love 4-hour charts. All right, let's see if we can find a trade. Gold looks like it's going to be out of play for us. Let's go ahead and see what else we can get going here. What's active right now? What's active? All right, WTI crude oil futures. That's my bread and butter. Potentially, well, I mean, that's what I do. I'm a crude oil specialist. You can see back here during the overnight, you had a fantastic opportunity to sell and get in on a major move. Right now is when I want to be trading this, though. 5-minute chart. We didn't quite get into overbought territory, so we aren't really looking to the short side. Right now, we're in what I call no man's land. There really isn't a trade there to be had on WTI crude oil. All right, let's go to another index. Let's go to the US 30. We're seeing real flat action in the US 30, and you can see right there, you sort of had a buy signal, sort of wanted to get into the market, but that's during that pre-market open. I'm trading U.S. equities after 9:30 a.m. Eastern to 2 o'clock in the afternoon Eastern. It's that simple, or to 4 o'clock Eastern. All right, 9:30 to 4 Eastern. That's when you want to be trading U.S. equities during the overnight. It's incredibly thin. We don't really get much of a chance to do much of anything. So right here, what do we have on the 5-minute? Nothing. We still don't have anything. We're looking for action. We're looking for trades. Let's go to the U.S. 500. U.S. 500 5-minute chart. Okay, we're starting to get a setup. Now, right back here, once again, during that pre-U.S. Open, we were in oversold. That would have been a buy. Okay, we didn't quite get the buy because it was before our trading session. I highly recommend not trading U.S. equity indexes on intraday time frames. until 9:30 a.m. Eastern. Now, right there, what do you got? There was a nice big thing, and right here, baby, we're in oversold territory. I want to rock. I want to buy. I want to buy. How do we do that? Well, we've got to get a 5-minute bar close right up above that, and we'll see exactly what can happen here in the next 5 minutes or so. We've only got 5 minutes left. We're probably not going to get the trade, but right now we're on a buy for the US 500. All right, let's go back to our NASDAQ 1-minute chart. We didn't quite get into oversold territory, so we have no trade. We're still rocking that short from up here. You already cashed in on it looks like about a 1.5 to 1 trade. That's absolutely fantastic. Now the market's sort of reversing. It could be tricky if we're shooting to get to the bottom of market structure here. But I have to tell you, that's a pretty darn good trade. Picking up, 50 points? That's a big trade. I mean, that's almost 100 ticks, something like that. That's fantastic. Or more than that. It's more than 100 ticks. That's a fantastic payoff. All right, let's find a trade here. We got to keep going. Let's go dollar-yen. Let's go dollar-yen. I don't really want the dollar-yen on the 1-minute chart. Let's back this up to a 30-minute and see exactly where we're at. Something like this. Okay, now, what do we have going here? We got pretty much what looks like it's going to be a losing trade. Now, right there, you were in overbought territory. What happens? You sold right there with that negative bar close, and now we're pulling back. Remember, that's why they build stop losses. This stop loss right up above that, if you get clipped up there, then you'd be out of this trade. Once again, the 30-minute chart, not necessarily the greatest for Forex pairs, but it does give us an opportunity to trade, at least during that London-New York overlap. Personally, I love the 4-hour. The 4-hour sort of I love swing trading, Forex pairs on the 4-hour chart. And you can see right here, we already missed a buy signal. We don't have anything set up right here on the dollar-yen. Okay, let's go Great Britain pound USD 4-hour chart. This is a potential for later today. Now, what do we have here? We've got the RSI trading down towards the bottom of our range. If we get beneath 30, then we'll be looking to buy on that candle that goes back up above the 9 EMA, and then we can go ahead and rock that thing to the long, and I think we'll have a decent opportunity potentially to make a little bit of money on a nice position trade there. Let's take the Great Britain pound USD down to, say, a 5-minute chart. What do we have? Sort of thin market conditions right here. This was a fantastic trade. Fantastic trade right there. You were in overbought territory right there looking to sell. You would have sold right there on that candle. Where would your stop be? Stop loss would be right up there, something like that. And then your low, bang, you would have taken a big retracement, but then you would have been there for the move. Highly recommend giving these a little bit of room to work. That's a great stop loss location right above that 5-minute double top, And then right there, big time sell off. Now what? We're in oversold territory. I want to buy. When do I buy? I buy as soon as I get a candle close above my 9 EMA, somewhere right up in here. I would be watching this trade especially hard for probably the next hour and a half. Next 90 minutes, I think you've got a real chance. Get that bar close, stop loss beneath that swing low, and potentially call the bottom of the day for this Great Britain pound USD. Fascinating stuff there. So I'm watching that closely. Let's see what else is active. We're looking for active pairs right now. We've got E-mini E-mini NASDAQ futures. Let's go down to the E-mini S&P 500. This is sort of an interesting type of a situation, and it really is the same type of situation we just looked at for the Great Britain pound right there. What do you got? You've got oversold territory. I want to buy it. I want to buy it now. And you see right up in here, what do we got? If we get that 5-minute close up above that level, we'll have an opportunity to do it. All right, let's dial this down to a 1 minute and see if I can get a trade. I mean, I feel much better. Okay, here it comes. Here comes our trade right here. We're looking right there. We're in oversold territory. We're going to go ahead, bring up our order DOM, and we're going to look to buy this thing at market as soon as we get a close right here. Minute 44 left on the clock. We've only got one trade going. We missed the NASDAQ trade, which was a damn good trade. Let's see right here. We've got 28 seconds. It's going to take us right down to the wire, but this looks like it's going to be a long for us. Why would it be a long? Oversold territory, 1-minute chart, highly risky. I'm not going to sit here and lie to you, but if you're going to trade 1-minute charts, you do it right now when the market's active. Okay, 14, 13, 12. It looks like we're going to get that bar close up above our 9 EMA. We're in oversold territory on our RSI. It's time to bid this thing. Now, what's going to help us is our stop loss location and our profit target. Okay, 2, 1. All right, bang. I'm going to go ahead and send them long. We're long 4 lots of E-mini S&P 500 futures. Immediately, you guys should immediately know where to put your stop. Swing low right there. Swing low. I always shade it probably 2 or 3 ticks beneath that swing low. Why? Everybody in the world can see it. Everybody in the world can see that swing low. You're not hiding from anybody. Don't be a pork chop. Don't put your stop loss right on the swing low. Don't put it 1 tick. Give it a couple of ticks. I want to make sure that we don't get reversed out and then see this thing reverse. Okay, we're taking heat. Really not to be, I mean, it's not unexpected here. We're fighting sort of an intraday trend. Where would my profit target be here? Where would my profit target be? If you love order blocks, you love something like this, There's your order block. That would be what you're shooting for here. We're taking big heat on 4 contracts. Remember, that's an expensive trade. I mean, if you're gonna play 4 contracts, you're playing what? Well, let's see, 25, 50 bucks, 50 bucks a tick on this E-mini S&P 500. Your profit target probably needs to be this order block. Your stop loss dang sure needs to be here. Remember, if you lose, you just got to get out. The best losses you're going to take is going to be your first loss. All right, that's a wrap. We're done with that's about it for our 10 minutes. So as it stands right now, we have a couple of trades that we just executed. This one right here, it ain't dead yet. Our stop loss is pretty good. If we do get swept out of that situation, then we're probably going to take this one on the chin. But we're looking for that rotation back up here to this order block. And if you're looking at that market structure right up around 60.76, something like that, and 60.63 is your out. Our long is 72. That's 4. You've got, what, 4 and about 9. So you're going to probably have to adjust where your profit target is. That's it's a negative trade just because you're not shooting for as much as you're risking. You probably are going to have to dial this thing up, and it's going to have to look more like an 81. It's going to have to look more like that top of that 1 minute market structure, something like that. That's it. That's the 9 EMA with RSI crossover, or excuse me, we're going to do the 920 crossover next week, but that essentially is a wrap. So we've got 2 trades going. Number 1, we got this Euro USD. I like this trade. I think we've got a pretty good chance to hit our take profit. Love the 30-minute time frame, at least for the next hour and a half. That's a pretty good trade. Our Bitcoin trade never did develop, but right now you're in overbought territory on the 5. You'd be looking to sell on a bar close beneath that. Your ES, our 1 minute trade's in a little bit of trouble, but I'm not ready to pack it in just yet. That's why we have stop losses. These are design trades, guys. Everything you do in the market has to be a calculated risk. If it's not, you're going to run into big trouble. And then as far as what we're doing on that Great Britain Pound USD, pull up that Great Britain Pound USD chart. We are still waiting on a buy. I really like that one too. So a lot going on here, guys. I want to thank you for pretty much our first 10-minute strategy blitz, or our second one. What we're going to do in the future is we're going to have another one for Fed Day. We're going to do this early in the morning on Fed Day. If you have any questions at all, come by How to Trade later today. We're going to be doing a pure Q&A session. Send me a private message. Ask me your question. I'll be sure to answer it. I didn't get to any of the questions in the live chat today because this is fast and furious. All right, everybody, I want to thank you for joining me. Thank you, everybody in the trading room. If you have any questions, I'll be sure to get back to you as well. We have another live stream coming up in about 3 hours from now. It's going to be a Q&A. Anything you want to ask me is fantastic. And right now, this Great Britain Pound USD is coming right to us, so I'm interested. I'm interested in taking that long, potentially on the 5 minute. All right, everybody, have a fantastic trading day. Trade the action well, and we'll talk soon. See ya.